Samson Dauda is one of the most exciting competitors to hit the bodybuilding stage in recent years. Nicknamed the Nigerian Lion, he brings a look that echoes the golden era with round, full muscle bellies, a sweeping V-taper, and a level of symmetry that's becoming increasingly rare in the open class. At over 300 pounds in the off-season and stepping on stage at close to 290, Samson has a structure and aesthetic that many believe could signal a new direction for the Mr. Olympia title. But while he's undeniably impressive, the question remains, what does Samson Dauda need to do to win the Olympia? Let's start by acknowledging what he already brings to the table. Samson's shape is elite. Broad shoulders, narrow waist, huge legs, and a round, full chest make him stand out, even in the deepest lineups. He has the kind of physique that grabs your attention before he even hits a pose. And he's not lacking in size. He's competed at heavier weights than most current Olympia contenders, while still maintaining a very aesthetic look. That alone makes him a threat. But Samson's current package, while incredible, is not yet dominant. The Olympia stage is not about looking great, it's about being undeniable. And if we're being honest, Samson hasn't quite hit that mark yet. His third place finish at the 2023 Olympia was a statement. But to dethrone someone like Derek Lunsford or hold off a surging Hadi Chupin, Samson needs to bring a few specific upgrades. First and foremost, conditioning. Samson has one of the most impressive physiques in the IFBB, but when compared side by side with someone like Hadi, the difference in graininess, detail, and separation becomes noticeable. It's not that Samson is out of shape, he's definitely peeled, but at the Olympia level, in shape isn't enough. He needs to look dangerous. He needs to bring that dry, granite-hard conditioning that made Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, and even Phil Heath so hard to beat. We're talking visible striations in the glutes and hamstrings, feathered quads, and a back that looks etched with a blade. That's what it will take to move from third to first. Now let's talk about size. Yes, Samson is huge, but he can still grow. That's the scary part. His structure is so good that he can carry more muscle without ruining his lines. His arms and delts are already standout features, but imagine just a bit more thickness in the back, more density through the lower lats, and a touch more sweep in the quads. These aren't massive changes, but they're the kinds of subtle refinements that separate a great bodybuilder from an Olympia champion. Ronnie Coleman was already massive when he won his first title, but he kept growing. And each year, the gap between him and the rest of the field just got wider. Samson has the potential to do the same. His training reflects that goal. He's known for heavy, basic movements, compound lifts, old-school gym sessions, and an intensity that's hard to match. He's not afraid to squat deep, deadlift heavy, or grind out sets with brutal volume. And that's the kind of training that builds lasting density, not just balloon muscle. It's the same kind of work that built the granite look we saw from Ronnie and Dorian. If Samson continues to train with that mindset, and perhaps even tightens up his off-season a bit to maintain better insulin sensitivity and control water retention, he could come in sharper without losing any fullness. For diet, Samson follows a relatively high-carb approach in both off-season and prep, which makes sense given his size and training intensity. But to bring the level of conditioning needed to win, he may need to experiment with his peaking protocol. That could mean longer depletion phases, more strategic carb-ups, and a tighter approach to sodium and water manipulation in the final days before stepping on stage. With a physique that big and full, it's a fine line between being full and smooth versus full and crisp. If his team can nail that peak, he becomes a totally different animal on game day. Let's not forget the mental side of this. Samson has one of the most positive and focused mindsets in the sport. He's articulate, humble, and hungry. He's not satisfied with third. He wants it all. And that kind of drive, paired with his physical gifts, is dangerous. He's surrounding himself with the right team, he's learning with each show, and he's still on the way up. To win the Olympia, Samson needs to be undeniable. That means better conditioning, true stage-ready hardness, and separation. It means continuing to fill out his already incredible frame with more dense tissue in key areas. It means refining the peak process to ensure he steps on stage full, dry, and tight. If he can bring those elements together, there's no reason Samson Dauda can't not only win the Olympia, but dominate it. We could be looking at the beginning of a new era, one where the shape and aesthetics of the past are combined with the overwhelming size of modern bodybuilding. One where a guy like Samson isn't just competitive, he's the standard. And if he hits the mark, we may look back and realize this was the moment the game changed. Ronnie Coleman overwhelmed people. That wasn't just muscle, it was presence, it was dominance. Samson has that potential. The only question left is, how far is he willing to go to seize it?